Let me play a little bit of the performance too, because I want people to see this because this looks really, really cool.
Oh,
Yeah, the first Polish church in Detroit ever.
Just want to make sure the sound, you hear the sound, right?
Oh
yep.
yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Did the people from the church know you were filming in there, or was this like a fly-by-night operation?
Yeah, they knew.
It'd be funny if some people just walked in to like
so
try to
cool.
have mass or whatever. There's this show going on.
Did they actually check out the lyrics beforehand? I would think not, right?
No, like it's just a historical site now. You know,
Oh,
okay.
the people that maintain it and stuff are not religious. They use it for all different kinds of functions, and they were really excited to do something like this. And they were like, "Tell your friends, we want to have more bands come in here." And
That's great.
yeah, it's cool. Definitely, beautiful spot. Like when I first walked in, it was just like mind blowing. You know, there was so much information for your eyeballs. It was like,
Yeah.
whoa. And the church is so old. It's like before people could read, you know, there's like everything is pictured on the walls. There's so much like historical kind of like pictures and stuff like that. And yeah, it was definitely a trip, man. Really
was it
awesome
like?
that worked out.
What was it like being on the altar and just like, I mean, I know that you didn't really have sound amplifying or anything, or no, or did you?
Yeah, we had like we didn't have a PA, but we had
PA.
monitors,
Hmm. So
and
what was that like?
it wasn't as bad sounding as I had like expected. Honestly, in there, like we'd played venues that sounded worse than that. That sounded more like a cave or
Yeah.
a butthole. So you know, it was kind of surprising. I think it maybe just like the hanging tapestry or whatever it was you know a
Well,
little bit deadening and.
I think they designed the churches so that when people sing, like reverberates off of the walls. So I imagine the acoustics were good. But what was it like? I guess like being on the altar and like just like facing it all.
It was cool. It was surreal, definitely. You know, it's just like it's a super old place. You think about just how many people have gone through there, and you know how many sermons and things like that have happened, and it was cool. It's definitely cool.
What was the issue that you couldn't use the normal equipment?
I guess we could have brought like full on amps and stuff, but I don't know. Just those we were using those mini heads at our practice space, and they sounded just as good. So we're like, fuck it, who cares? You know,
Okay.
we used to be the guys that like if you watch the Majesty DVD and when we first headlined Summer Slaughter, we had 4 guitar cabs per side, you know, and
Lots of
you know,
carry.
it's just us lugging all that shit, and it was a lot to carry. It was a pain in the dick, you know. And then eventually we were like, all right, we just saw Converge play with torn up half stacks, and they sounded just as good. And I'm sick of pushing this crap. So, you know, we sent a few of them to Europe. We have a backline in Europe that we use, so we can like sound the same as we do here. And we have a drum kit over there and some other shit like that. So that's kind of like been cool. But yeah, we're not you know, we don't care about, you know, that we're using mini heads. They look, who cares? They sound great. It came out awesome. So
And I love that you're not like one of those rock star vocalists that don't help with the gear. You know, everyone's in this together in your band. It sounds like.
yeah, you know, lots of people make jokes about that kind of stuff, but yeah, I'm that guy. I help out. When I see other singers that don't help out, I get bent about it. Like you know, it's all that shit is all your guys' responsibility. You know, the drummer especially. Like I kind of default to helping the drummer a lot, like getting his stuff out of his cases and you know doing stuff like that, just because I have the least amount of work. You know, and he's got the most. And you know, we don't have techs very often. You know, drum tech especially is not in our vocabulary. So you know, we're just one of those bands that like as soon as we're done playing, we start packing up our stuff right on stage and just at the risk of looking like assholes, you know what I mean? But that's just kind of how it is. You got to be economical. You know, there's a lot of bands out there that like, you know, we've been very fortunate to be in a bus situation the last few kind of big tours and stuff like that. But you know, we'll go back to the van. We have no qualms about that. You know, we realize that you just can't spend all your money on like trying to look cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Like the money you're spending on tax is money that you're not making then.
right. Yeah, so, you know, pull up your big boy pants and shove an amp. You know, it's not that big of a deal.